Alright, Shalom. I'm going to start off with giving call, halal, al, Yahweh, Bashem, al Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who feed and nourish us all in the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, al Shai. Salutations, shalom, and blessings to you sincere brothers out there. Got a quick topic I want to get in on. Practicing what you preach. Letting your actions speak louder than your words. Because that's what this thing is about, man. Actually living these scriptures, man. And when you're living the scriptures, your actions are going to speak loud and clear. You don't need all the talk. Okay. Without further ado, I'm gonna touch these scriptures. This is 1 John 3:18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. And if you don't know, love is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And you can't show the Heavenly Father love with talk, because the talk is empty, man. Talk is emptiness. It's just words. Your actions have to speak, man. And like there's an analogy that the brother, head brother of the camp, Uriah, he always uses. Now, you telling the woman that you love her, and every day you come home and you sock her in her face, and like, I love you, baby, and you're socking her in her face. Is that love? You constantly beating the bitch up, and what you're saying that I love you. That's not love, man. So your actions have to speak, man. Moving along. This is Matthew 7:3. And why beholdest thou the mote? Actually, Salat. Let me hit it, because I might have to start up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna start right there. This is Matthew 7:3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Yeah, man, like you're being a super hypocrite, man. Like you're telling telling your brothers you gotta get right, and you need to do this and do that, and the Most High is gonna destroy them if you don't get right. But yeah, you ain't 100% right. You ain't doing what's in your power for you to do. Not shaving your beard off, and the little things. And that's the Heavenly Father's not dealing with that, man. He's not dealing with no hypocrite, man. He's dealing with the upright, the faithful, the lowly, the humble, those that fear Him. When you fear the Lord, you're gonna follow His law, statutes, and commandments, because you're afraid of what the Heavenly Father will do to you. And that's a beautiful. The fear of the Lord is a beautiful thing, man. Because when you fear the Lord, that's the beginning of you being wise. And the more you grow in that fear, the more wise you become. Because you're gonna fear the Heavenly Father that much to stay on point, man. And if you fear the Heavenly Father, you're gonna check yourself before you go checking your brothers, man. Make sure you're on point before you try to get the next man on point. All right. Because it tells you have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So first you need to get yourself in order, man. It starts at home, and then it filters out to the brothers and to the camp, and to every just out. But you have to get yourself right first, and you have to lead by example, man. If you lead by example, then there's really no need for you to tell somebody on how they should be conducting yourself. If you're conducting yourself and they see in the manner on which you're conducting yourself, they're gonna follow suit, man. That's just common right there, man. Lead by example, man. The world teaches you that, man. You know. Moving along. This is this is Sirach 1 and 29. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. Yeah, man. Like I said, you got to practice what you preach, man. And really, truthfully, at the end of the day, if you're being a hypocrite, it's because you're trying to be seen of men. That's the only person you can fake out being hypocritical, man. You can only fake out men with that shit, and that shit only lasted for so long, man. Because the main thing amongst these 2/3 and these fallouts, these bug outs, man, is there's a disconnect between their actions and their talk. They can talk all that good. They can talk good. They can talk all that good shit, man. But the actions is proving them to be liars and hypocrites, man. You sit here and tell the next man that giving him a salute, telling him he love him, and you want the Most High to bless him, but yet every time you turn around, you got something bad to say to the next brother about that man, you know, or you always getting on that man about some little minute shit. Like that's you're a hypocrite, man. The Most High is not dealing with no hypocrites, man. He's not. So you need to get yourself in order before you can even, you know, try to check the next man or speak on the next man or speak about anything. If you're how can you sit here and tell a man not to smoke weed and you're smoking weed? Like this is real basic, but it's vital because a lot of cats are not practicing what they're preaching, man. They weekend Israelites, man. During the week they're super niggas, but during the weekend they're super Israelites. Like those are the type of cats that you gotta watch out for, man. The ones that are always trying to tell you this, that, and the other, but yet they have no actions behind those words. No actions. All right. Moving along. This is Sirach. Sirach 4:29. Be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss. Man, your deeds are your actions, man. And like keep drilling the point, and you got to practice what you preach, man. You're so quick to try to correct the man on this, that, and the other, but yet here you are, you're slacking, man. Telling brothers they need to be doing videos, they need to be studying, but yet you come to camp and you don't have a lesson. You can't even speak for more than 10 minutes because you're unprepared. You ain't been studying, man. You ain't been watching videos. You ain't been like it goes to show, man. It goes to show, man. Moving along. This is Proverbs 11:9. An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Yeah, a hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. Like I said, like you see, like, I'm gonna use the smoking thing again. Like you tell a man he shouldn't be smoking, yet turn around he catches you smoking, and then he's like, okay, if he's smoking, then I'm gonna smoke. So now both of you cats are gonna be destroyed because because you're destroying your temple, man. And you just destroyed that, man. You laid a stumbling block in front of that man because you telling him not to do it, but then you're doing it, so he's gonna follow your suit. He's like, oh, this man, he been in the camp so and so long, and he's still here, and he been smoking, so shit, I'm gonna smoke too. Like that's how niggas think, man. That's how niggas think, man. And that's why hypocrites, hypocritical niggas are being found out and are being removed, and soon, very soon, the Most High is gonna start killing you niggas, man. as the apostles have been saying, man. You know, matter of fact, the brother Kassad, he's been saying that for a while too. You know, right along, you know, with various brothers around the globe, man. That's been saying it, man. You know, Most High's gonna start really judging you niggas, man. You know, especially starting with you niggas that got your hands to the plow. You know, so like, so the last couple scriptures I'm about to read. This is Matthew's 23:1. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, which is the law, man. They're all about the law, you know, like Nate and you know, all the rest of them ABC Israelites, you know, they're about the law, you know, keeping the law. But yet they have no faith, man. They're cutting, they're lining their beards up and they're you know, just turning the Passover into a fashion show and a prom night. You know what I'm saying? That's the Passover is supposed to be a solemn assembly, man. That's you about the law, then you know you should know that that's a solemn assembly. It means it's serious. It's not a day to be functioning. It's not a day to be having fun and partying and shit like that, man. It's a day of it's a memorial, you know. It's a memorial to signify. It signified or to remind us of what it was when we was coming out of Egypt, that first deliverance, man. All right, but yeah, but that's no. I'm not trying to get too much off the topic, you know. Yeah, it says saying the scribes and Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, and therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. You know, and them same cats are on the scene right now, man, and they're doing the same shit they was doing there, man, doing back then, being hypocrites, man. You know, all talk and no walk, man. All talk and no walk, man. And you know, in this walk that you know brothers are in, man, walking through the straight path, man, that narrow path where only one man can go on at a time. You know, brothers are living proof of the words that they're speaking, man. You know, brothers, you gotta live this word, man. You gotta live this word, man. I mean, with that, yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. You can read on, and it goes further in, but you know, for the sake of time, I'm gonna shut it down right there, man. You know, practice what you preach, man. Show and prove. I mean, it's all you know, parables of the world. You know, show me better than you can tell me. You know, we're men of action, though, man. Our actions have to speak louder than our words. You know, and with that, we give Carlo Al Yahweh Hashem Yahushai double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who feed and nourish us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Salutations, shalom, and blessings to the sincere brothers that are practicing what they preach, that are living His word, and continuing to strive and make their calling of election sure. Shalom.